Hello people, on a good day and welcome back to the Freetong Herald on a voice of reasoning. Until una know say anytime we get updates for the current social and political situation in Sierra Leone, we can like for bring and to una we subscribers them so that una will get an understanding of the things that will happen within and outside Sierra Leone, and then una will get the opportunity for our voices and opinion into them particular discourse here. Today on the 7th of November 2025, let you take a quick listen to Ibrahim here in most recent update. In this in particular update, Ibrahim here being get for use the US midterms elections, and of course the recent election where the Democrats then win around New York and some other states in America for compare the situation as Sierra Leone. And he begins for use them as a clarion call for call Sierra Leoneans them for take the midterms elections them, or rather the local elections them as alone with forthcoming very, very seriously. Because as according to him, a certain particular elections in there, now a fact cry for sure if the president or the party within a power will get for continue or it will get for loss and seat. Let me take with 10 minutes into this because it's really educative. Don't forget to tell what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. But most importantly, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and stay tuned to the Freetong Herald on a voice of reasoning.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Today is November 7th, 2025. Today is November 7th, 2025. You know, which I forgot to talk about Diana for remind every Sierra Leonean of which we call local council elections. And reason why they remind you now of this, it goes back to what's in the happy right now in America, across America, the recent wave of elections across the United States of America. We get the New York, where I talk about the New York mayoral race, the guy who don't win the mayorship for New York City, America. We talk about the New Jersey governor race, where they be the governor of the state of New Jersey. It's like the president of New Jersey. Well, of course, we get one president, so every state get governor. We get Virginia, the Democrats don't win, state of Virginia. You go Georgia, the Public Service Commission, elections will take place there. The Democrats, they remove 2 Republicans them. You go Pennsylvania, we talk about, the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, the Democrat, they forget seats inside the back. So across America, why this they happen, this is not like they send the pulse. This is not like we can't check the pulse. We check the heartbeat of the democracy, right? So this is the message they don't send so very clear to the Republican Party, to Donald Trump. The people of America don't send a message, including Republicans as well, where they support Donald Trump, the party, for say we are not happy, we're not glad. And if you continue how things they go so, with the rise of prices of basic goods and services, food price will increase, rent price they increase, everything across the country, everything is skyrocketing. Even though we they make dollar, now imagine. People say, then they send a message now to the Trump administration. Say if we not continue with this kind of action, so God in this day, waiting go happen, we go see go eviscerate completely the Republican Party. That is what is happening. So when you look at Zoran Mamdani, the guy who don't win this election, now New York as the mayor for New York City, when New York it go against the millionaires, talking about money in politics, right? That is a conversation where I will forget another day, or I might mix it in this message. It depends. I go see how it go. But when we look at what's happening, the upset against the oligarchs, I'm talking about billionaires and millionaires. New York City is the capital city of America when it comes to money making. Also, Washington DC, they talk about whether the administrative capital. When you talk about financial capital, now New York City, they Wall Street, they the stock exchange, they billionaires and millionaires, they all go against this guy. What's because the guy campaign say everybody where they make past $1 million a year are they increasing tax by 2%. They don't want to pay more into taxes. So they go against the guy, take campaign ads against the guy. But the people let them get power. The people decide. So I tell you, Salon people, what they talk about the local council elections. If you remember, the very first fete we'll get, we start with Parliament. Now the cancellation of the local council elections. Now the very first time, now they will get an issue with Parliament. We say una no accept and the APC party as an institution. And the first thing, and we say una no accept let una get local council elections, because matter of fact, local council elections was dictated by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission as part of one of the mechanisms they were put in place for checkmate with democratic process, because they want to give power to the people within their communities. So the people go pick their leaders from their communities. And then they before send a shockwave in 2020 to the Marabio regime. They say, oh, money no there, this and that. Then cancel the local council elections. The APC members of parliament, the APC as a political party, they allow the SLPP for cancel the 2020 local council elections. We said that was the beginning and the death of democracy in Sierra Leone. And how they see so today, we make Marabio then a power, and then some of the same people them will be talk back in the day, will call their attention in the parliament and the APC executive. Then same people and they say, hey, but I come up here and I get bad at, then better pass sooner. Now then same people and they lead views out with the delicate today, follow with democracy, don't be bastardized as it is. So therefore, when I see the importance of these elections, now we don't send a shockwave. We don't listen to Mamdani. I want to listen to a victory speech, a short part of him. Let me start with how they talk about when I say the people that where this guy go up against. But again, their elections, they send a pulse message to the top administrations, because next year, November, we go to the called midterm elections in America, when they are the proper local council elections in Sierra Leone. Midterm elections, a lot of the Senate seats and Congress elections they get for the all over. And if the 10 go like how they go so right now, the Republican Party will be washed out. The only side where they go left the White House. And even then now, when the Democrat them go take over the Congress and the Senate, then they impeach Donald Trump, they remove him from office. Right now, we don't know impeachment because the Democrat not get the majority. Now Congress, they don't get the majority. Now the Senate, for them for rights and an article of impeachment. But I guarantee you now, if this continues to go so next year, November, that midterm elections, when like local council elections, the equivalents in Sierra Leone, where the APC allow the SLPP for council, I guarantee you now say the Democrats might impeach Donald Trump for removal from office. But this is how politics work. So the local council elections, and I can't play Mamdani in victory speech. I don't want to listen to this guy, young guy, 34-year-old. 34-year-old. Me last brother I said big passer. Me last brother a big passer. But look at 34 for a city like New York. Some people are not going to understand what he means for winning the mayoral race in New York City. Usai Donald Trump born. Usai, the most of the billionaires that they live. Usai get their apartment, they will one get apartment to say they pay $2 million for month. I'm not going to understand. But this is the power of the people. Let me say again, the June 24th, 2023 elections, we don't let them go. Dr. Makma don't stand in front with we. Unfortunately, don't silent now. We don't know how we do. We don't know what's happening. Everybody confused. The one except where they make hypocrites for they self-confused because they don't know side and they didn't talk to them. How can you be so foolish for like you effect with somebody and then they talk to you, they give you updates and they tell you not to what they happen. He say no more believe what I believe no more. He say just believe what I believe. Nothing they tell you. They discuss nothing. You don't know nothing what they go on. He say believe what I believe. Marabio you don't have power 2 years, 5 months. He say believe what I believe. They can't pull Marabio. Hey bro. No interviews internationally, no local meetings across the country. The fight for electoral justice, now we fight, now we the people get her. If it's Dr. Sumakman, I'm not going to disappoint you. Because now we offer, we stand for, we fight, we stand for with democracy, we represent, we country reputation, because what for saver. They do not look like a stupid fools across the world. That is why people like we continue for talk and bring up the June 24th, 2023 elections. And you as a Sierra Leone, you get the responsibility. Not for say we move on. But that thing, we don't tell when I say don't endorse that, but we don't move on. But no, we're not for allow the unthinkable for happening in a country where election results now available. That mommy in Grand Pekin and great Grand Pekin and Totam, she's over 90 years old. And go vote for Dr. Samura Kamara. The next few days when they tell us say Marabio don't rig the election, they say Samura no win. The mommy die. Hey, but Dr. Makama, if you remember all the mommy that day, the people that would have lost their lives, where they kill, the people that where some of them will not even know that they kill. Because we have to set up a Truth and Reconciliation Commission in that country today. Let family members then come forward for all the family members that already don't lost. The APC, then they think about all of that. This is why Marabia continue for hold on to power, because now it get for securing himself, it get for safeguarding himself. And I know say the APC as it is, this current executive would never bring Marabio to book if Marabio is removed from power today, because they're all compromised. But that is the power of local council elections. Now they will for us send the shockwave to Marabio, because all the local council and for all us, they all get election in it. So going into the elections, the 2023 elections, it would have been a simple walkover, because that's when the people empowered then at the hand at the local levels across the country. But in councillor, the APC allowed them for councillor. Let's play the victory speech of this guy. I don't want to understand what it's like. Now listen to her.
Thank you, my friends. The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity. For as long as we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands. Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name. As we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few. New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change. A mandate for a new kind of politics. A mandate for a city we can afford. And a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that. On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City.
All right. You know, Sierra Leoneans, them, that guy in a victory speech that one day we give after the next way win the election. Young man, 34 years old. 34 years old. 10 years apart. You know, 34 years old. Young man, now you don't become the mayor of New York. The power of these elections, the power of the people. Like me could tell when I say, you cannot have an elections where results not there. You say they walk away. It's done and dusted. We move on to the next one. You cannot do that. Sierra Leone should not have tolerated and accepted. I tell you this, Sabura Kamara for even going to a tripartite. We're not for even going to an agreement for national unity. But I don't hear the argument of people saying that because of Dr. Smack Mahdi Lekatiri, lives were not lost after the elections. And I totally agree. But let we ask ourselves the question, should that be the case in Sierra Leone? We'll forget elections, people for die? Should we, at the same time, we for accept, just because we're afraid to let nobody not die, we for accept people for thief elections then and sit on a power? every people will die na Tanzania, na Cameroon, na Madagascar, na Mozambique, na Nepal. They don't be supposed to lose their lives over power. But at the same time, they believe say, we dey inside this country, we dey suffer, we dey feel the pain. What is the point of living this life if we're not able to live like a mortal man them? Then stand up, then defended their democracy. Nepal, they removed the whole government. Cameroon, they are trying. Tanzania, they've killed over 500 to 700 young people. I get a video them, I don't see them. Just like how, when I imagine how they go and pull people in a house, so when I say, like, they pull people in a house, shoot them at it. It's the same thing they do in Tanzania. Young man them, chase them, shoot them down. In the streets of Tanzania, it happened. What to do? Because they stand up for democracy. Manabio begin killed from 2018, 2019, 2020. People in the protest. The APC parliamentarians, them accept and allow Manabio for continue for kill people. That's why it reached to the point for the elections now. The zeal not be there again. That was the only thing that saved Sierra Leone. Because the people not be get confidence in leadership again. They don't say they don't get protection from the people within the power. So then decide say no. And that is how protests don't die in Sierra Leone like today. The Sierra Leone people are only waiting now for a redeemer, a savior. Somebody will come and can rescue them from the clutches of oppression we're holding there right now. That is what the Sierra Leoneans are waiting for. But democracy in Sierra Leone is dead. Human rights abuses, of course, we know say it is right up there. I don't tell when I say Manabio, they ain't laid spade work for the recent times, for the destruction and the killings of Africans across Africa. Because it is like na example. Every election that is rigged in Africa, it is an example for another African leader to see and say, oh, this is how you do it. Just like how Uganda, Museveni don't do for these over 40 years where they don't need that power. They're killing people the way they stand up. When they see brother Bobby Wine, they try for stand up for resurrect. We know say even the last elections, Bobby Wine winner. But they rigged the elections now because he has been entrenched. And at the same thing they happen in Sierra Leone. That is why Dr. Samura Kamara cannot give up on this fight. It cannot go silent. Hoping say, well, they're silent. Now I'm going to make the international partners then come and say they can pull Marabio hand off. Ain't not they happy in a lie. Ain't not they happy in a lie. This is why we continue to speak on these issues. Because for every election that is rigged, it sets an example across Africa. And now we don't see across Africa, people hope now for military coups be the order of the day. Because the people have lost faith in the democratic system. There is no more faith there. This was why we look at what happened like to myself, Kande Yumkela, back in 2018. We say we are tired of the two political parties, APC, SLPP, Boshkiri, the same thing. Nothing not a change. Yes, you go say APC leadership is way better when they need that power past the SLPP. We see them drastically look at the drug epidemic and all of that. But still, the fundamental problems and issues that we have, we're still grappling with. Electricity, wahala, water, sanitation issues. All of these issues, it's the same. You look at Singapore, we all have the basket case, Vietnam, all of these countries, they're all left with. So the fundamental issues are there. Can the Yumkela, it can work with an Eskoroma, it can be Banka Soka, with then Chinese people, and Eskoroma praise Kande Yumkela, says, this man, if you want to be president, you go be president. I supported Kande Yumkela because when you look at the resume, you say, oh, this man don't do overseas, they don't get a work experience, they don't work for credible institutions, it rise to the highest office within those institutions. I said I demand this. I have no regrets to this day why I support Kande Yumkela. Kande Yumkela don't disappoint me, he disappoints himself and the millions of Sierra Leoneans. Not for me only, he disappointed. He disappointed himself, he killed his political career, and Kande Yumkela is finished in Sierra Leone's politics. Kande Yumkela not go contest any side again for flag bearer or presidency where he go get a place. Because he failed Sierra Leoneans. For somebody who rise to a rank, will rise to that level. They deceive the people of Sierra Leone at the time when the people are needed the most for transform Sierra Leone because we feel say he's the man with the keys. We were in the diaspora, where they think intelligently. We look at his resume. We say this man go able for change Sierra Leone. It changed by we later on. Because mortal man and mortal man, you cannot be able to tell what the person go do after the fact. And in politics, we all don't support. One way or the other, every Sierra Leonean don't support politician. It don't mean saying a problem. You don't commit a crime for support a politician. No. You believe in them. The only time where it become a crime if you're compromised. Kande Yukela me pool over raise over $20,000. Why Kande Yukela? What's the kind of you can get for tell me nothing? Me, you know, exchange 1 penny one day for say bye now money give me we make a supporter from the bottom of my heart because I said this man gets international connections. This man don't rise to the highest levels of the office system internationally. This man get the expertise and he get the experience and get what he take for change Sierra Leone. If Kande Yukela was a sincere man to God in this day, he gets up. Nobody gonna take away from Kande Yukela. Kande Yukela get the experience as supporter. Kande Yukela, like I support and so I support Samura Kamara back in this 2023 elections because I believe say it gets what he take. I support him back. Now he make you say you no go. We wake him up, step up, take interviews, Dr. Samura Kamara, travel across the country, organize town hall meetings with the people because we believe and say he get the experience for over 40 years. Himself they don't be a part of the status quo, but he was not a president. And now they make decisions. Now, they don't get the opportunity for being president to make the decisions for transform the lives of Sierra Leoneans. If Samura Kamara become president, if he fail we, you can't hold me responsible say, Ibrahim, you support Samura Kamara. With Samura Kamara, the responsibility what we get there for call her out, because yes, like I call Kande Yukela out back, I deal with them. Accordingly, I tell people, I say, come up here now. 1-2 years, inside we go to parliament, now say this to better man. So I call the shots. And they control the narrative. So when I hear my brother Otmail particularly so, when out of respect to the talker, and I know that because he care about me making the talker, a concern say I support politicians them too quickly. Salon people when I left them here for the think them way, let we learn for think properly. I support Kande Yukela. I see her. I don't explain this over and over. I see in resume, I see in potential. I support her. What's the problem with supporting? I see Samura Kamara. I support her. You self-support him when he talks so. Now the only difference with me, I get a larger voice, I get big voice persona. I get a big platform persona. That is the only difference. You support her like I support her. You support Kande Yukela like I support her. You support Samura like I support her. I see Alfred Peter Conte. Man, I go against them. Nobody no go against Alfred Peter Conte reach me. And I remind you the audience here constantly. Because at the time, Alfred Peter Conte the fete where I feel safe for fete. I say no fete depart them from the top. Now beginning from the bottom come up. They like it Alfred Peter Conte left America back and now you go sacrifice, go ask for the results of the June 24, 2023 elections. When I say back at the rush for support. What is the problem now? Yeah? Mortal man, you have to be genuine in life. Me, I get an open mind. I'm very genuine. Anything what I do now with me heart. And I get self-conviction. If I don't get reason for say I don't support, I will not support you. Alfred Peter Conte no go fet. The time we go fet and Escobar, not a bad fetty fet. They like it to the world don't see him. How they disappoint we. So when I left that nonsense talk there. Say Ibrahim they support someone I want for support. Yes. I don't get chance yet for go to salon for go contest for presidency. Where I reach there, they're not telling now all the support that to me, no so. But for now, I didn't look for leaders who go change Sierra Leone. If na Cashbox today, I go support Cashbox back. If na Reggie Cole, I go support Reggie Cole. If na Sister Lioness, I go support Sister Lioness. If na Brother Outmail, I go support them. That is who I am because I don't get nothing when they in hiding. Wait for by they say look Alfred Peter Conte. It was a bank robber in America, so therefore there is something there I go say, well, this guy go rob a bank under gunpoint to kill people and this man I go contest for presidency as supporter. No, just like I would not support some of the guys that will come for run for presidency today in Sierra Leone, even if they don't get criminal record. But the fact that they're able to stand up and speak on the issues that are affecting the day-to-day lives of Sierra Leoneans, then they talk about the things that way they affect Sierra Leone in moving forward. Rather than support them. I would not support them. But after Peter Conte don't take a position, Kande Yukela, the record is there to show why anybody for support him. Until it disappoints you, you see him for yourself. The records are there. Samura Kamara, the records are there for say, now man, this way work for me supported. Unalo left and talk there, like I can say. Lately, I'm so constrained on social media for go off the cuff because, again, I get me, like, wait, check me, brother, Outmail, where they talk, I don't want to sound like Naya, they go after, in a vehement manner. we're not to him because there are other stupid idiots na the corner where if I want for talk certain way, let not feel like say they bring me brother the inside for talk down on them. And that is not my intention. So I'm very constrained lately, and this is the problem that I'm having on social media. Because when I take on certain issues now, I get for consider say, hey, this person, we don't go against me small, and this person, I'm your close person. This, if we don't go against this particular issue, yeah. So I want to take that the approach up. Because back in the day, the last 5-6 years, we all be on the same page, so it's easy. What can I? Why they talk? Nobody no go say bye bye. Like Cashbox are they attacking directly, or our Brea they attacking directly, or our sister Lioness are they attacking directly, or our Reggie Cola they attack indirectly, because we're all on the same page. But the moment now we don't begin get small disagreements in certain areas, it make it very difficult for me for go after people the way I for go after them with vehemence and with the kind of a passion we so take it like exhibit. I hope I talk proper Creole for everybody to understand. But when it comes to this talk where people they talk about the bribe, you support politicians and too quick. What do you mean that they support them too quick? I go off of their resume, I go off of their history. I don't do my evaluation. Nobody no get nothing for teller for Peter Conte. You might doubt her because if you go fet that fet. Doubt her for all you want. Now you're right. Me not get no doubt in that for Peter Conte until he show me who he is as a real person. And then at that point, I go come and show him. Unanimous, even in relationships. A lot of times, you go take your time, you deal with somebody for 20 years, you know, sabi that person, a real person, would I be? We see relationship then, woman they deal with man for over 20 years. The man don't know the woman says, no, really know the man. Until something be, then show the true color. At that point, you get a decision for make. So politicians, we always get for one for C. If you want for C, you can't go before. You vet the people away you come for can say. You go back on the past history and check. If there is nothing there, there is nothing there. I don't get nothing against Samura Kamara for him past. He has always been a good civil servant. No record, no way they go say Samura Kamara be depend this, depend that. No. So I support him. You support him. What's the problem? We all support the people there. Can the Yumkela see him? NGC party. I don't care. Hey, can the Yumkela? Even if na SLPP. If you go there under, I don't support SLPP party. This is the problem. For me, it's not about political party. It's about individuals. If Kande Yumkela, Naimbi be the SLPP flag bearer, I before still support Kande Yumkela as a person because I go off of an individual character. And they go off of the political party. Political party is just a name, it's an entity. Now the mortal man they make up a political party. I can feel a work for divulge, from the message and talk about issues like this where I feel say people for able for comprehend simple. Hey, they support politicians and too quick. No. I cannot take my time behind the scene, don't watch it and study. I go against Alfred Peter Conte. Why would they go against Alfred Peter Conte? Some of them when they come back they can't cost me. Come on, Vienna, left. But I was on attack. I say with the fetch them barrier from the bottom to the top. Then I get to the Alfred Peter Conte, don't see the fight. Sierra Leone from the bottom, the level of intelligence of we people. And then they say they're not intelligent, but because of lack of education and everything, you get for take time for break down certain things to Salon people for them to catch up and understand. Someday, past the team meets them, they suffer, then they realize. And how they pass so now in 5 years, what they tell Salon people, they say the problem is inside Parliament. Hey, Bo, it's simple. I hope we're not going to discuss this again. About how many support who they support. We say go support Alfred Peter Conte, let's remove the executive. Alfred Peter Conte, again, sometimes it don't reach the point now where you for look into, any means possible. We don't know what's going to happen with the local election, local level elections or lower level elections within the APC party. We don't know what's going to happen. If Alfred Peter Conte go for good court, consider every avenue. But when it come on America in recent times for going to Sierra Leone, you don't go for carry APC go to court. You go for go fet with Dr. Samura Kamara for let him get the flag bearership. But anyways, I hope so I get the message when it comes to the local council elections and how civil society organizations, the APC, if they are serious, when we believe say no institution is legal in that country. And this goes back to what Lael or Slima be talk. We say the military gets a responsibility to protect the constitution. If everything don't fail, Sierra Leone is a failed state delegate today. The military, section 166, subsection 2, give them the authority for safeguard the achievements of the people. Democracy is backsliding. The military they put out to say we not get results for we elections. We not get a responsibility for protect the people, their achievements. We don't get democracy where election results not available. Then the military not perform their responsibilities. And they put out to the military say we not get a responsibility for protect and safeguard the achievements of the people. When the election results, if the election result not the military gets a responsibility for stepping and do the right thing. And they put out to it is within the confines of the Constitution. Local council election, we forget her. Every 2 years. After an election. 2 years after an election, we forget local council elections. The first one in 2004. We see. But come on, guys. Since then, we get local council elections then. 2020 come, we'll forget the next local council elections. The SLPP say they need one. And then the APC agree. Now, day democracy die inside Sierra Leone. I just want to remind you that today, Sierra Leoneans. But we see in America, in as much as America's democracy is being threatened, the institutions are in place for hold the powers that be. The tell why they don't say American democracy don't die. Now the tell why they cancel midterm elections. I go now say, well, we are finished. Democracy is dead. Who's how we go now? What to for do next? But democracy is still alive in America. And that we ask for inside Sierra Leone. When the people go vote, constant vote. Beat them, kill them how you want. Where election time reach, then vote. Allow them vote for speak. Now that's what they ask for. So local council election is one way for test the polls. So if we get to local council elections in 2020. Now 2 years don't pass, so we're supposed to get local council elections this year back if the democracy will work in Sierra Leone properly. This 2025, we forget local council elections again. So where are we? What is going on? Unayeri Zoran Mamdani in speech where he talk about him victory, what it mean for the hardworking New Yorkers. Because for a long time, the people don't feel say, the one that we feel say they're up there, they don't feel say the power in their hand. They don't believe say that the people get power. So they feel say they go buy the elections in New York. But Zoran Mamdani, a message was very simple. Let's make this city affordable. Now all the billionaire them, they say they move come on New York. So the New Yorkers, they say, well, tell God, let them move, go. If they move, we're going to get extra 9 million apartments available. So people are going to forget place back for sleep. Find place for sleep. Because in New York, they see one great room, one small cachet room. They say $4,000 a month. Inside New York, they see one cachet room, $4,000 a month. How much possible for afford that? Even if you're able to afford that, your money, you get better thing for do with your money, but for the parents, no more. If you pay $4,000 a month, 10 years done. You know, say now $48,000 land for a year. Imagine, let's say somebody will come out to Sierra Leone. He come overseas. He come in New York. He live in New York. He get one game bedroom. He pay $4,000 a month done. How much they go for send for people in Sierra Leone? Now they understand, eh? So everything they go up. Zoran Madnadi, a message, he said, no, let's make this state here, affordable for everybody, every New Yorker. And the man in campaign and the people resonate with the message. That is all people they look for now. All right? So Sierra Leoneans now make their small elections matter. Everybody now call for local council elections. All right? I left for that today. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day. All right.
Plenty thank you for you don't take your time and listen. Don't forget to tell what you think about it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. But most importantly, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned to the Freedom Herald, your voice of reasoning.